let's just tell him. I think it's time.
I think you should tell him.
All right, fine.
Cut. Sorry, take 100.
It's okay. Take 23. What's up, guys? So, no. Yeah, this is not the, no. What's up, guys? So, what's going on, family? Nice to see you guys. This is a double video, which I'm fucking up right now. What's going on, fam? I'm getting to that point where I don't want to do it anymore. That's why I just want to call you guys, because that's just so fucking YouTube-ish. My beautiful people, how are you? Thank you for watching another video. I apologize for my AC. It makes this like whirring noise. If you could hear it right now.
I don't know.
I can't film without having my AC on.
If you guys can even hear it.
I don't know if you can hear it either, but in my last video that I edited, it was pretty loud. I just want you to know that I can't film without, because I sweat.
It's hot. You know it's hot. We be sweating. We need it.
Just want you guys to know that we were filming a Q&A.
We asked you guys for questions over on Instagram. You're gonna get both of our feedback. We are gonna do like a LA for you. So make sure that you guys subscribe to both of us. Hope you enjoy, and let's get started.
Yeah. That's what I want.
What's worse?
Yeah, in your opinion.
Bad sex or a breakup?
Yeah.
What's worse?
Yeah. Probably a breakup. But
a breakup.
Bad sex is
bad
like...
sex, you can just get over it.
Yeah, but bad sex is almost like a microcosm. I don't know. Like, I feel like if you have enough bad sex, it can amount to the feeling of a breakup.
If it's repetitive, then, I mean, he gotta go. Or she gotta go.
Jesus Christ.
To the no, to the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no.
Someone said best advice for a couple. I'm gonna let him like answer a few, just it's fun having someone else on.
Exactly.
So best advice for a couple moving in together.
Best advice for a couple moving in together. Definitely, it's got to be either a joint grocery shop or just one. So you have to figure that out like ASAP.
Priorities.
Yeah. So you have to delegate time as well too, because if you guys are living together, you're obviously going to be sharing a lot of time together. So one person can get a lot done while the other person gets another thing done. I'm of the, I'll go take care of it, you stay here and work on something else, but I'm also all for the let's go together and, you know, get shit together. But I'm also like, you know, grocery shopping with me, like, you know, it's kind of like a mom with a baby who doesn't want to give them anything bad. So sometimes I've heard that grocery shopping with me can get really bad. But it's not bad in a way.
Where do we go?
We went to Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's.
So I just got a question. What's the best way to eat healthy being extremely lazy to make food?
Me.
Laughing my ass off.
Ordering. Hi, DoorDash.
Yes. If you don't want to make food, then I would maybe think about some type of delivery service, whether it's like meal prep service that can be, you know, deliver you like the pre-made meals, or like that box service. Like there's a couple.
What's the one you just?
I did one. It's called Green Chef, but. Yeah. They send you, based on your diet, like they have all types of diet. Based on your diet, they send you stuff. They have all types of diet covered. Vegetarian, obviously keto friendly, gluten-free, paleo, stuff like that. So vegan. So like you could, like if you could like secularize, like, you know, like when you order like some type of meal prep service or whatever, and it allows you to get like the ingredients for the meal, but you also are too lazy to cook it, then I would just go for like a meal prep service where you could just go to the fridge, grab a meal, eat it, and then that's it. Like if that's what you want. But obviously that costs money, and you know, it just depends on your budget and stuff like that. But if you're too lazy to cook, that's like kind of like the only thing to eat healthy is to either order out.
I mean, you order every meal, yo, that'd be so much money.
Oh my gosh, what I'm saying.
That'd be crazy.
That's not something I would want anybody to do. Nah. I don't think you would either.
Nah.
But you're gonna have.
I order food for convenience because I think.
Well, you also have a child, so sometimes
I have a kid
like
if you're busy, but you can't order every meal. Oh my God, you go broke.
I just feel like you're not gonna have someone there to make you food all the time unless you're the richest person in the world or you have your personal chef.
Yeah.
So. Just simplify it, you know, and try to make it easy for yourself and start slow. And like I said before, how we talked about how social media, the information, we are so lucky to have so much information made available to us where you can go online, see how somebody makes something and just mimic it, do the same exact thing.
So easy. We have a bunch of repetitive questions, but a lot of you guys are asking advice to get through a breakup, which I feel like is like fitting for this Q&A, because both of us were in long-term relationships where we genuinely love the other person and
they loved us to a certain point.
But
I guess things just don't work out sometimes.
And someone asked too, like how we met, and I was saying I think we get along so well and like relate just because both of us are in that phase in our life where we're working on ourselves, going through a lot of personal development and like getting through those life events. So maybe like a few things that have helped you kind of get past your situation or your breakup. And
yeah, well, I mean, you're a good person to talk to about feelings and stuff like that. So I've obviously expressed the way that I felt sometimes in the moment. But the way that, should I tell them about the way we met? I mean,
social media.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan was, at the time when I was in my relationship, I think she had commented on a picture, and I think at the time you were just starting out. I think you had like 35,000 followers or something like that. Like, and I was like, oh, this girl's like really killing it and doing it for herself. And I noticed that she had a child too, and she was like doing a lot of like,
I was like,
you were like losing weight too.
So
she was asking questions for me. And I followed her because she was so cool, and I just wanted to like, see her journey and letting it inspire me. That's like how I like to. The inspiration really goes both ways with everything that I get thrown at me. So I started following Jordan just because I was a fan of her hustle. I was a fan of what she was doing. She looked great after putting the work into like. I think you had lost the baby weight, so it was more or less after
watched, like, your
it was
meal preps
postpartum.
or, like, and you like actually commented back.
So we had an engagement there, and then since then I've just seen her build what she has now, and it's obviously very inspiring. And then when I moved out to LA, I always told her, like, hey, we should meet up and just like collab for a video or something like that. And then we finally did, and realized we had a lot in common, and it was just a good opportunity to kind of just massage each other's souls. You know what I mean?
Good answer.
I don't know if like it's so cookie cutter. I don't think I could really give someone an actual, here, you do X, Y, and Z and you'll be able to get over it.
Yeah.
Time is the only thing that I've realized from every single person that I've come across in my personal situations that I've went through, that is the number one thing that is the healer of how to get over losing somebody you've been with. And also, just keeping yourself surrounded by things that are going to uplift you. I know sometimes it's so easy to just want to go into a corner and not do anything. And it's like, take your time. Like, don't feel like you need to rush. Don't feel like you need to do anything or be any certain person or go out and drink your sorrow away or like, don't let outside influence deter you from your personal growth with it. I think everyone takes it the way they have to. I think it's just not the same for every single person. So it's hard for me to come up here and be able to tell you guys like, oh, well, if you do this, it's going to lead to this and you'll be fine. It's like, nah, the only one thing that I found that is common with everyone's advice that I've come across is time is the best healer. And just keeping yourself busy and feeling accomplishment too. Like, don't get down. Don't get behind on yourself. Like, do things that make you help you feel better about yourself. Work out. Get the endorphins going right. Like, give yourself some type of like break some sweats. Like, go see people you haven't seen. Stuff like that. That's all depending on how you're feeling. But I promise, working out especially will really help you with boosting your mood. Anything that's going to help boost your mood and the way you feel, in my opinion. But time, to me, is the number one thing.
I feel like everyone says time.
It is. It's the only common thing, I feel like.
Yeah, and I feel like everyone copes with like pain and trauma and ending things differently. And I feel like the longer you're with someone and the deeper you felt for them, I think we can both confidently say like we, love the person we're in a relationship with. So it's gonna take. Don't expect yourself the next week or the next month to be completely over all the feelings. I think sitting there with your thoughts and your feelings and allowing yourself to be mature enough to work through those, like he said, rather than mask that with drinking a lot or really,
jumping into another relationship to
super quick
put a band-aid over a wound that you need to let air out,
Yeah, and also too following. I know a lot of people are talking recently on social media about unfollow who makes you feel bad or who makes you feel negative. Only follow people and allow positive influences within your mindset, your friend group. I think we're super supportive of each other, and that's why it's a healthy friendship. Surround yourself with friends who are going to be there for you. Try to help you along with what you are processing and going through, giving yourself time, doing things within your work that you love, like you said, working out. But ultimately it's going to be different for everyone. I think the main factor, like you said, is just time.
Let's see what you've been asking Jordan to ask me. Why does he look like Christian in about 20 years? That's funny. Is Brett still vegan? Yes, I am still vegan.
Isn't there a movement right now of or they're
So it's
quitting
funny,
the lifestyle.
my most recent video, I talked about this, and I talked about how the journey is not the same for everybody. I mean, there are, don't take it the wrong way if someone tries to do it and then they can't maintain or sustain the lifestyle because of the way they feel, or maybe they have some things going on.
Health-wise, yeah.
Culturally with their family and the way that they eat or cook. Sometimes there's that inner pressure that no one really sees on the outside, so it's not easy for everybody. For me, the reason I I want to be vegan and want to represent this lifestyle the rest of my life because it's literally the least I could do to giving back to, first of all, not even just for the animals, but for the environment. You see a lot more household names are doing this nowadays as well. Joaquin Phoenix just went vegan. I'm pretty sure Liam Hemsworth is vegan. And this is just two names out of many. There are many more established people in the industry of veganism that have been huge advocates for years, even before the internet era came out. So we want to make sure that the founding fathers are really, obviously credited. I'm being honest, our founding mothers are credited for, setting the groundwork for us, someone like me who just started doing it barely 3 years ago, to be able to live this lifestyle, not only and maintain it, but enjoy it. Yeah, I stopped eating red meat in July of 2016, and then went fully vegan that Christmas time.
But you feel like it's been easy, once you figured it out, it's easy to maintain?
100% easy to maintain.
That's people's number one complaint is I can't find meals, where am I going to get protein?
Well,
I feel like it's finding the resources.
Yeah, well, there's so many opportunities for us to have meal delivery services, that can specialize in this diet. It's not just being vegan though, it's being gluten-free, it's being dairy-free, it's being keto-friendly. So many diets.
So many.
There's just so much out there for us. It's not just going to be the right thing for everybody, just like some people, don't like milk and cookies. Some people do. Some people don't like veggie burgers. Some people do. It's just the same thing with everything else. Some people love to go on walks. Some people don't. Some people like to work out. Some people don't. So rather than talking about the same thing for the next fucking 5 minutes, because I could, definitely just something that I would recommend. And I'm not gonna not be vegan. Yes.
People asked what are the best tips to grow on social media. I've talked about this so much on my channel, but
you're the
I was gonna say to get your perspective, since we could both kind of like chime in, but well, I guess since this one's for your channel too.
I mean, depending on what application that we're talking about or what vehicle, I guess it's just about being consistent with your content, being continuous with your content. I should take my own advice, but keeping the same picture for every account that you belong to, so people can get used to that image. Almost like
keeping in uniform with your brand.
Right, when you see a picture of something, it represents something. There's not businesses out there that are giving you 5 different logos of their business. You know what I mean? So that's my best advice, is just to keep the same picture for the representation of the social media or any type of media that you're trying to share, content you're trying to share. That'd be my biggest thing.
Also too, just for you guys watching who may not know me, or obviously it's my first time on your channel, I have done YouTube for 4 to 5 years along with Instagram, but now I actually run a video academy where I teach young female entrepreneurs to monetize online. My main advice, and I think just to where I've kind of grown my following, like you said, staying consistent, position yourself as an expert in your niche. If I were to ask you right now, who's your favorite fitness YouTuber, or what's a channel that makes you laugh, or I give you a specific topic, someone specific is gonna pop in your head. You need to be that go-to person for your topic of expertise. So someone can come to your channel for knowledge on that topic, So stay consistent with that. Also, when I was first starting out, I posted 3 to 4 times a week, same time. I'm huge on replying to comments and creating a real engaged tribe and community, because that also goes along with if you launch an ebook or a paid product. You don't necessarily just want views. If you have 1 million views, but you do not have an engaged an engaged following, if you have a meetup or if you sell a product, that doesn't mean those people are going to give you their hard-earned money. I think there has to be an emotional connection there. I know with my audience, I have a lot of young single moms, and they relate to my story because we've made that emotional connection for 5 years.
That's a great point.
So it takes a lot of time, consistency, and really creating a community that people feel like they're a part of something.
Yeah, that's a great point. I think I've realized that the more relatable I am, the better it is, and also I like to look at everybody eye to eye. I don't like to think I'm above anybody or below. It's just, that's the best way. And in my opinion, I just feel like when people, the genuinity, that's not a word. I want it to be a word so bad. I've said it so much. But the genuine, effect that you'll get from someone you're watching or even your own content is going to come through. Someone's general, true intentions will come through, and you'll kind of get that vibe. So I think being honest and real with yourself and understanding that life isn't easy, you fuck up sometimes, you don't, but people will relate to you on levels because everyone goes through situations that we can all relate to. So I think smaller following, better engagement will always be good. You don't want to have a big following with a little engagement because then that looks shisty and shady. But I agree with you on that as well, where engagement is key. You could have 500 followers, but if 450 of them are commenting and liking your picture or whatever, I know that seems like a little bit too much.
Engagement rate.
That's like
crazy.
that's so good.
Yeah.
But just realize it's not about the numbers. It's just about the amount of people that are in tune with what you're doing. And I promise you, the number of followers you have doesn't matter. It's about how many people see what you have and share it with other people. And how are you going to get people to get other people to put their eyes on your page?
Yeah.
It's almost like you need a bunch of other people to see your page, so you got to put on your audience in a way where they are proud or like they are willing to share it with other people that are going to get new eyes, because then it's a trickle down effect where that person will share with somebody else. And this is why comic content, I think comedy, whatever. I don't know why I can't fucking talk ever. Comedy has such a good, such a sticky fan base, I guess, or audience, because everyone wants to show.
Oh my God, did you see this? And you're like, this is fucking hilarious. Watch
and you're sending it to the group chat, you're sending it to this, and then that makes other people see it. So I think certain types of people like to do shock value content, stuff like that. So I need to take my own advice, because I would love to. I feel like I'm not like the funniest person, but I'm a cornball funny type of dude. So I feel like I should do more of that, but I never do.
Show some personality. Don't be afraid to be a little be unique, be yourself. But also to touch on that, to knock down a popular myth. 1,000 or 1 million followers does not necessarily equal $1 million or success, like he was saying. I have a friend actually who runs a really successful coaching business. She does make over $1 million in revenue, and she has maybe 20,000 followers. She's not in the millions, but like he was saying, her audience goes hard for her. They're engaged, they love her. Any product she puts out, they're like, that's my girl. They're in line to buy it. If you start building that emotional connection with your audience, for those of you who want to start YouTube and want to start social media and you may feel the market's too saturated, first of all, whatever your true passion is, if you feel that that's your calling, just know that the market is never too saturated. I think there's room for everyone. But as you're building your audience, just try to create that emotional, that connection. So if you come out with a paid product, or obviously we all do this because we enjoy photography, cinematography, YouTube has become so fun, but at the end of the day, it is a way of living, and we all, can't deny everyone wants to make revenue as well. So if you have that tight connection with your audience, you're gonna grow your fan base, your numbers, and your revenue, and you really want.
We are so much the same person, because we could fucking talk about something for fucking years.
Before we started filming, we got coffee, and we're talking about the same thing. For
all I do is ramble, and I know I do.
I feel like this video is gonna be hella long.
No, it's okay.
But people comment, and they're
but
like,
you're not. I'm just saying, I love that because it's just so much like what I do. I literally can talk about one thing and give you 5 different ways to look at it. So we're gonna finish up with the question you guys have probably been wondering the most: are we together?
We are engaged.
In friendship.
No, I'm just kidding.
That's so amazing.
I feel like people find it hard to believe when they see obviously opposite sex hang out, do anything, especially
you guys have to be together. Ship it.
Especially two people on social media. But at the same time, like he was saying, I'm not sure if you guys saw it in this Q&A or the one on my channel, we talked about how we met and honestly developed a genuine friendship, and we relate on so many things based on what we're both going through in life. Also too, I feel like we're both super into the law of attraction, the universe. We just got coffee downstairs and we were literally talking about the 5th dimension, stuff like that we just vibe on.
Dr. Joe, she put me on to this guy, Dr. Joe Dispenza, who's
incredible.
The best. He's awesome. And then
amazing.
Also Aaron Doty too.
Yeah.
Who's got amazing videos out there. I watched that kid build his YouTube channel from 10,000 subscribers, and I think he has he has so many now.
He has 300K, he's crazy.
Yeah, it's been amazing to watch him kind of follow through. But to go back to some of these questions, he was someone that just was consistent. He wasn't getting all the video, But anyway, we do share a lot of the same interests and stuff like that. And
I find
in that self-discovery phase,
Totally, and also in LA and just with certain people with the way social media is going when you grow a following, to find someone where there's a genuine connection there too.
in LA, I like to call it the city of angles, because it's not like the city of angels anymore.
Hey, that's a good one.
For real, because
it's all about, I do it for the gram.
Right, like it's not even about the gram, but it's just about, like, there are people out here that
position themselves a certain way.
Yes, so you kind of have to have your antennas up. You need to really be on the defense a lot, and
that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
It's a blessing when you find a genuine connection.
Right.
When some people can, as you grow a following, people can lose themselves, they could change. To find someone who really has your back and like wants to support you on your own journey, and you know, it's like mutual, I think is awesome. So
yeah, and I'm not trying to try, like I don't want you guys to think, I love being in LA. I just obviously you have to come out here and kind of know the deal. And it's not just LA, this can be anywhere in the world.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? There's always going to be a certain type of person in some type of city, based on the fact of, you know, going there to find work, to find love, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
But I think people come to LA because they know they're good at something and they don't want to be succumbed to the 9-to-5 office lifestyle, or maybe being a part of their family's business, or doing something, seeing what their parents did and not wanting to do the same thing. So I think people come out here with a chip on their shoulder. But I also think that there are some people you just got to be careful for, and it's really good at testing your ability to read people, your ability, your character. So I feel that way with social media too. I mean, like a lot of us use it to,
like for validation,
right? Like I think,
yeah.
Exactly. And instead, or just not letting it get the best of you, and understanding that it's just a tool to express who you are and to share content with the world that you create. So
it's like turned into the comparison tool.
Yeah. I mean, like anybody can go on their phone right now and see somebody and be like, oh man, I wish I had that life.
Yeah, I wish I looked like her.
That's the problem that
money.
comes with it, right?
Yeah.
So I just feel like we're in a constant battle of with ourselves, you know, or even in a relationship for people who are married, you know what I mean? Someone that could be on there and compare that lifestyle to what they're going through and think that lifestyle on their phone, literally, just because they wanted to peruse their timeline on Instagram, is better. And that's the problem I think that we're faced with that today, and one of the many negatives that social media can kind of bring. But at the end of the day,
if you use your platform for good, to be positive, that's all you can do.
Yeah, and I just think there's way more positives in it than there is negatives. Even though there's negatives with everything, but the positives definitely outweigh it, because it gives, like, we are in such a crazy generation and a crazy time of life to be alive right now, because even I'm 31, so I grew up. Yeah, I am so fucking old.
I feel like I'm getting old. I'm approaching 30.
AARP just sent me like a thing this morning. So corny. I have an older brother. He's 37. So I remember his first time ever. I remember hearing the dial-up for America Online and being like, "What is that?
Yes.
What's the screen name? What's
AIM. What was your AIM name?
B-Ball 3410.
Shut up! Mine was Bronco 33 Bala.
No way.
I swear to God.
Bronco Bala?
Yeah, it's very stupid. My high school mascot was the Broncos. My favorite number is 33. How random they both had baller in there.
It makes sense. I know. B-Ball 3410. It was just basketball, and then my favorite player wore 34 and another guy wore 10. Regardless, it doesn't mean anything. My point is, we grew up. We were like kind of like the lab rats. Like I grew up, for the 90s babies, whatever, millennial kids. Like we're the lab rats for internet. We're the lab rats for social media. This is all firsts for us. 100 years from now, there will be information on this that like we didn't know about, or like, is this really bad for us or is it good? But right now, based on what I've went through and what I notice and just the trends I can see, it's doing a lot more to help us. It gets information to us so much quicker. There's,
if you use it for resources and for positive things,
Yeah, I mean, you can go into your phone right now and all you have to do is type a couple things in, and to give you an idea, when I was in 6th grade, I had to go into a library and find an encyclopedia to find this information.
Yeah.
Who the fuck wants to do that? I could just go on my phone and be like, yo, what does this mean? How do you say this the right way? Translate a language. Like, it's just, we're very lucky in many ways. And also, there are many negatives, like I said, but I think the positives outweigh the negatives.
Yeah, definitely.
So I feel like I've just talked, my abs hurt. That's how I know I've talked for fucking years.
That was a good amount of questions.
Thank you for coming into this video with me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely go to Jordan's channel, check her out. She runs all those courses. She's a great person. She's a mother, but she's more important. She's a great sister and a great friend. And I'm very, very thankful that she's in my life. And I look forward to, no worries. And I look forward to, filming more videos with you and taking the friendship.
Yeah, if you guys want to see another chit chat or maybe like something out and about where we can collab, leave any video ideas below. We're both open to suggestions. We both film like multiple videos a week, so leave anything down below that you guys want.
Yeah, maybe we do like a fitness video with you and talk about, because I know a lot of them out there, and this is going to be off topic because I can go on forever, but
We're
I know a lot of
the
you,
same person.
I know, yeah. Postpartum, like a lot of you women that just have babies, you don't know like what to do and you kind of struggle, and it could really take you down a bad alley mentally, and that's not something I ever want for anybody. So Jordan was someone who fought that, dealt with it, and came out looking amazing, and not even just looking amazing because it's fuck physical, but feeling amazing because it's all about mental. So that's something I feel like we should do.
I know my audience would like it because they've commented it before, but possibly yours as well. Like you putting me through a super hard, like a HIIT workout or something with like workout footage maybe, since your channel is mostly like fitness, meal prep, workout, something. I don't know.
I'm down.
We're talking on forever. Leave any requests down below, you guys. Thank you so much for watching.